Good morning and welcome to the Perivis Brief, where we bring you the key corporate updates that matter in just a few minutes. Please note that this is AI-generated content and may have factual errors. Always consult original announcements before taking investment decisions. Let's dive straight into today's key corporate news. Let's start with the earnings season, which continues to drive the headlines across sectors. Retail and consumer, V-Mart. Retail was a standout performer, surging over 6% after reporting a robust 17% jump in Q4 revenue and improved margins. The company's store count now stands at 503, with plans to add 65 more in the coming year. Notably, the youth segment, customers under 25, now accounts for nearly a third of its base, signaling strong traction in Tier 2 and 3 cities. Wonderla Holidays, on the other hand, saw its shares slip nearly 4% as margins and profits declined year on year. Despite a dividend announcement and the reappointment of its managing director, the market reacted negatively to the weaker numbers. Manufacturing and industrials. MRF posted a 12% rise in annual revenue, but net profit fell over 10% due to higher input costs. Still, the company maintained its reputation for generous payouts, declaring a dividend of Rs 235 per share. APL Apollo Tubes delivered a strong Q4, with net profit up 72% year on year and a 14% rise in annual revenue. The company also announced a significant 1,500 crore capital expenditure plan to expand capacity, reinforcing its growth ambitions. Techno-electric and engineering made headlines with the launch of a digital infrastructure arm and a $1 billion investment plan for data centers, in partnership with RailTel. The market welcomed this strategic pivot, with shares up over 3%. IT and digital, Sonata Software reported a stellar year, with revenue up nearly 18% and profit after tax surging almost 38%. The company highlighted a strong pipeline in artificial intelligence and cloud services, which helped lift its stock by over 3%. Angel One continued its operational momentum, reporting a 1.5% month-on-month increase in client base and a 4.4% rise in order volumes for April. Commodity trading volumes also saw a sharp uptick. Car Trade Tech delivered a turnaround year, with revenue up 28% and profit after tax jumping over sixfold, reflecting strong growth in its digital platform business. Chemicals and fertilizers, Paradeep Phosphates, impressed with a 452% jump in net profit and nearly 20% revenue growth for the year. The company is expanding capacity and boasts a strong ESG ranking, supporting a positive outlook. Gravita India also posted strong numbers, with revenue up 22% and profit up 31%. The company remains net debt-free and is focused on capacity expansion in recycling. Energy and utilities, Ratan India Power returned to profitability, posting a consolidated net profit of Rs 222 crore. However, auditors issued a qualified opinion due to the derecognition of its Sinnar thermal power unit post-insolvency, so some caution remains warranted. Coal India reported a massive net profit of Rs 46,225 crore and announced a 26.5 rupees per share dividend. The company is diversifying with a new coal-to-chemical subsidiary and has commissioned a solar plant, signaling a push into renewables. Mahanagar Gas saw revenue rise nearly 11%, but profit fell almost 19% as margins came under pressure. Financials, Punjab National Bank delivered a strong set of numbers, with net profit more than doubling year on year and asset quality improving. The bank declared a dividend and reported a healthy capital adequacy ratio. Healthcare and insurance. Star Health maintained its leadership in retail health insurance, with gross written premiums up 25%. However, the combined ratio remains elevated, indicating ongoing claims pressure. Corporate actions and mergers and acquisitions. Nazara Technologies rallied over 5% after its subsidiary Absolute Sports acquired two wrestling intellectual properties in the United States for $1.25 million, marking a strategic expansion in North America's combat sports market. Astral completed the 100% acquisition of Al-Aziz Plastics, while Goldium International announced plans to raise up to 400 crores via a QIP or other securities. Lupin launched eslicapazepine acetate tablets in the United States with 180-day exclusivity, strengthening its U.S. generics portfolio. Management changes. There were several notable appointments. At Abbott India, Swati Dalal will step down as managing director in June, with Kartik Rajendran set to take over. Ask Automotive named Prashant Kumar Gupta as president and chief marketing officer, a move welcomed by the market. RBL Bank appointed Kumar Ashish as president and head of retail assets, and Himanshu Mishra as national head for branch banking. Blue Star reappointed Veer S. Advani as chairman and managing director for another 5 years. Sapphire Foods brought in Deloitte Haskins and Sells as its new statutory auditors. Legal and regulatory. Ratan India. Power's results came with a qualified audit opinion due to the Sinnar Thermal Power insolvency. Sapphire Foods continues to face a significant GST demand under appeal, and Voltas remains embroiled in litigation over bank guarantees in Qatar. To sum up, today's session was marked by strong earnings momentum in retail, information technology, and select manufacturing names, while margin pressures and audit qualifications weighed on a few others. Management changes and strategic expansions were also in focus, with several companies signaling intent to grow both organically and through acquisitions. That's it for today's Perivis Brief. If you found it useful, feel free to pass it along to someone who might too. See you tomorrow.